Hey everybody, and welcome back to an awesome day. And it's beautifully gorgeous outside. It might be winter, but it's super sunny. I love these sort of days. And of course, we're going to get into the big successful launch of Mafia on Pulsechain, otherwise known as PulseMafia. And yeah, more influencers are covering it. Really exciting. We're going to talk about that when we get to it. We're going to cover the general market first, get into PulseMafia, and then we're going to jump into the usual Pulsechain markets as well. So we've got lots in store today. Hope you guys enjoy it. Now, we're streaming, of course, to 3 YouTube channels: Hex Token channel, Pulsechain X, and, of course, Superman Crypto. Over 10,500 subscribers, and I really do appreciate all your support out there. If you're new to the channels, subscribe and hit the like button. It's easy to do. And, of course, if you haven't joined our Discord, links in the video description. That's $5 a month. Very good value for great information, early intel, and an incredible bunch of people in there to share the bull market with. So pretty cool. All right, let's get into it. We've got Lives Beneath in the house. How are you today? I'm very good, obviously. The sun is shining, and definitely going to go for a walk today. We've got Hex, PulseX incentive for the win, 100%. That is the goal maxi strategy of the channel, and we're biding our time until we get the magic up ride. What else there? We've got Brennan in the house here, our TA guru. Hey, morning, Superman and family. Hey, Brennan, hope you're doing well. We've got Tail7 in the house there. Morning, everybody. Good to see Tail7. Tail7 says, excited for Mafia. I love buying a little mooners when the market goes sideways. How about that? That's good advice there. Nice one there, Tails. We got Eddie in the house as well. W for win on the Pulsechain. Woo! Yeah, I'm excited. Man, to pick up so much volume at these prices at the moment, absolute bargain. So we're enjoying that too. We got Roro Singer in the house there. Mafia, hashtag symbol. Absolutely excited about that. I've been posting out quite a few posts. There are a number of, I would say, smaller influencers now on X that are regularly putting out multiple posts on Mafia every day. So between YouTubers and the smaller influencers, man, they're really starting to pick up pace there. Really good to see that organic growth there. Absolutely. And we're seeing the founder, Jacob, getting on a few YouTube channels as well, putting out some stuff. So really is starting to ramp up there. Big shout out to Archie, of course, doing an incredible job. Really amazing, as well as the Don for the syndicate. Amazing. We got Drippy in the house as well. Hey Drippy, hope you're doing well. Big Kahuna, got the red hands on, and we got Brendan as well. Like, share this content, folks. Definitely share the channel around as well. Tell your friends, and of course, leave any comments if you're watching this after the live stream. Then leave some comments in there, and I'll respond to those too. Had a couple of people leave comments about wanting to join Mafia on the YouTube. So they are now, I think, members now. So pretty awesome. Get in there, folks. All right. Let's jump into it. Shall we get straight into it? Let's see here. Let's go back here. We've got lots of news around the Mafia game, so we will cover all that. Before we do that, let's get into the markets and do a quick update. NASDAQ clinches all-time high, close as a tech reigns supreme. So the markets are just going from record to record on the stock market. Fantastic. We've got the Dow Jones there is down just slightly, 58 points to 38,589. That's got all the industrials in it, right? And then we've got the S&P 500 is pretty flat, down 2 points, 5,431. But the NASDAQ, with all the tech companies in it, is bullish again, 0.0015%, 26 points to 17,693. Amazing. So doing so well there. US dollar just almost flat, 105.14 on the index. Let's go to the commodities quickly. We've got West Texas at $79.49, just down slightly. Brent oil at $82.67, down slightly as well. Gold is up 1.3%, so up $30 to $2,348 for gold. And silver there up 1.92%, up almost 56 cents to $29.62. So almost, heading back over $30 again, looking bullish. We're bullish about that in the year ahead, just as we are with the crypto market, bullish on silver as well. Consumer sentiment, the University of Michigan's preliminary consumer sentiment index declined to a reading of 65.6 in June from 69 a month earlier, while 1 year and 5 year inflation expectations eased to 2.9 and 2.8% from 3.1 and 2.9%. So the expectations are for a lower inflation rate. Obviously, we covered the Fed the other day on Wednesday. And this is, of course, Friday's results for the United States. The 1 year preliminary inflation expectation was unchanged at 3.3% for the month in June, though a higher than 3.2% expected. Still, bets on inflation cooling further have been boosted this week when producer prices unexpectedly fell in May and consumer price index slowed more than expected. So inflation's kind of heading in the right direction, and so that's kind of cool. Stoking optimism that the disinflation trend is in play, likely leading to lower interest rates by the end of the year. So either September or November, I think, is kind of when people are picking. So that's kind of where we are at the moment. All right, let's move on from that and get into crypto. Crypto surprisingly had a bit of a pullback last night when I looked, but is doing a bit better now. Bitcoin there is down 0.6% at 66,400. The Bitcoin dominance is still over 50% there, 53.04%, sorry. And of course, we got Ethereum there up 1%. That was down as well. That was down at 3,250 or something like that, 3,300. It was down quite a bit, maybe 3,300 and something. That is up at 1% now at $3,506. And of course, we know that the SEC chair, Gary Gensler, was talking about that and saying that, probably by the end of the summer, this would get approved finally with the F1 forms, I think it was. And of course, we'll have that second part of the approval, basically. And then they'll be able to start trading. That's going to be super bullish on Ethereum. Imagine all that money coming in on Ethereum. It's going to be crazy. You got to remember, a lot of money on Ethereum sunk, right? Sunk in a lot of those, a lot of the ETH staking protocols, the validating staking protocols. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see that money come in over the top. It's going to be fun. Everything else is pretty much mixed around, as you can see. So let's zoom in on Bitcoin itself. Let's have a quick look at there. So we've got the 50-day moving average at $66,966. So this is rounded up at 67,000. We're just below that, of course, at 65,869. So you can see there we're trying to fight to stay over this 50, or at least around it at the moment. So fingers crossed. But we are moving away from that Bitcoin halving. And of course, with our 2 data points about the Bitcoin halvings and the Bitcoin returns, that we are probably getting very soon to enter a period where we get the hyper rally, the big bull market rally, the one that people come for, wait for years to get part of. That seems to be coming up very soon to us. So maybe late June, July, August, and then a pullback September, then maybe bullish October, November, December, and into the new year, particularly if a Trump victory for the United States. That's not only a crypto, it's going to be not only bullish for crypto, but also bullish for freedom in the world. So otherwise, we have the opposite scenario, right? The opposite scenario. So that is it at the Bitcoin. Let's jump into, of course, the big mega theme is full first season for a meme coin bull market on Bitcoin, the most valuable chain in the world. And of course, that is a Bitcoin runes. Of course, that also was launched at the Bitcoin halving. And of course, we've been tracking some of the runes themselves. Obviously, we're picking Dog for the win to potentially be the most valuable meme coin by the time we get to the top of the bull market. We've got Dog go to the moon there at the moment, is up 1.273%. So a nice little accumulations consolidation zone at the moment at 10.68 sats. So that is it. And the market holding at 705 million. It didn't quite make 1 billion. It got to about 970 million, and a pull back from there, has been consolidating, but has broken out past the downtrend, and it's now in a consolidation row. So we're looking forward to that, waiting for tier 1 exchanges to come on board. So that's what we're looking forward there at the moment. Bank of Nakamoto dollar is up 20%, again up to 28.65 sats. This thing is just crushing it. Let's quickly go on. This is looking to be a stable coin on the Runes protocol. So it'll be the first one, right? So let's look for this. Let's go all. Now you need to do more background, but that is the chart at the moment for Bank of Nakamoto dollar, doing pretty awesome, right? Woohoo! So we're going to continue to watch that. We might go through and do the backstory on this one, maybe for another live stream. Probably worth doing. Then we got Ryzik, another big team that is down today a little bit there, 4%. Pups World down 16%. Lobo the Wolf Pup, as you guys know, is another one of my favorites, and that is highly related to the dog. They got airdropped. The people with Runestones got airdropped Dog. They also got airdropped Lobo the Wolf Pup. And the team is outstanding. The team is full on marketing, just like Dog. Full on marketers there and doing pretty well. So yeah, holding up there. Moved up to spot number 6, which is really cool. Normally it's been between spot 10 and 7, but it's sitting at number 6 right now. So that's fantastic. Market cap still very low relatively. Going to get dragged up as Dog drags up, goes up. Then the market's going to get dragged up, and we're going to see a runaway. Right, that's what we're looking forward to there. So looking forward to that. 47,800,000 there. Number 7, Epic, another top team. Decentralized, another top team as well. Both of those down slightly today. Decentralized, of course, is an Ethereum team coming over to dominate on Bitcoin as well. And of course, then we got number 9, Satoshi Satoshi Nakamoto, got to have the brand name of Bitcoin founder, and that is down 90% at the moment, but that has entered back into the top 10. That's pretty cool. And then number 10 there, $1 billion cat, which I haven't seen. This is a pretty recent rune. It's rune number 72,000. It's competing against the low runes. Satoshi Nakamoto is number 6. Decentralized is number 2. You see what I'm saying? But that's just coming there as well. I don't know too much about that one, but that is there as well. So those are our top 10 on the rune memes. These are generally memes or utilities that are first season on Bitcoin. You don't want to miss the trend of rune protocol. And we know that Binance is evaluating runes just like many of the others, and they're also putting in a lot of their communication, so bullish there. Now, not only do they have meme coins and utility coins for the first time on Bitcoin, but also NFTs. And of course, we can see the leaders here at the moment on the collections. No Monks, Bitcoin Pups, Runestone sitting at number 3. That's, you would have had to have held Runestone to get the free airdrop for Dog and Wolf Pup. You've got number 4, Quantum Cats, number 5, Blobs, number 6, The Block, and number 7, Bitcoin Wizards, number 8, The Royals, number 9, The Frux, and of course, number 10 there, new one there, Bliffstone, coming at number 10. So that is a pretty moving, but that moves around quite a bit actually. So yeah, that is where it is at the moment on the NFTs. And of course, this is here on Magic Eden, the number 1 DEX. So if you think about liquidity, you need liquidity to pump these assets. Well, you need a combination of these big DEXs for the first time. We got Magic Eden, Unisat, many others out there, Ord.io, others out there. You can either mint a new rune or something like that. And we also got centralized exchanges, which where the big money is, right? With the big wealthy Bitcoin holders. And of course, many of them are starting to speculate on runes and memes because they know the leverage, it's a leverage play, right? That's the mega thing. Now, if you want to find out more about that, join our Discord in the Strategy Club, $35 a month. Get involved, folks. And we talk more about that. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to post you a link to Magic Eden if you want to check some of those out in your own good time. All right, let's move on. We're moving on here. So let's move on to Doggy and have a look at the chart so you can see what I mean about this. This is the chart for Dog. In fact, we might go to that's a 4-hourly, but we might go to the daily. And you can quickly see that we broke out of this down resistance. And of course, we're now into the new territory consolidating here, waiting for the next move up, So it's a pretty good zone to accumulate at the moment on Dog. And this is, of course, is on gate.io. Kind of cool. All right, let's jump away from there. And we're going to jump over to Ethereum. Ethereum at the moment is $3,490, just below the 50-day moving average, which is at $3,497. So we're only $7 below the 50-day moving average at the moment, waiting for that final ETH approvals, and then it's up and away, I think, for Ethereum and Bitcoin. It's going to be fun to see more capital flow, bullish sign. All right, let's jump over to BNB. Now, obviously, we're covering BNB because we've also got BNB Mafia, not just PulseMafia. And at the moment, BNB is sitting around the 50-day as well. Isn't it awesome? And of course, we've got $602 at the moment, 50-day at $607. So that's going to, if that rallies away, then the BNB Mafia Vault also goes up big time. We're going to check that out today too, which is going to lead us into, of course, it's going to lead us into BNB Mafia and PulseMafia coverage. So we're going to get into that. Let me just set that up. Where am I going here? Let me go to the players. We're going to start there. We're going to look at Pulsechain Mafia and BNB Mafia. Before we do that, though, let's welcome a few other people in the chat there. We've got Justin in the house there. Hey, good sir. I got 48 crates. Wow. I can only access or see 30 of them on the site, but the chain shows that I got 48. Just no idea where the rest went. Still hype on it, says Justin. Yeah, I'm not sure how you're going to resolve that. Let me think. If you have another player, Justin, you could transfer the crates to another player. That's possible. Another one there. I'm not sure of a limitation that's like 30 is the max. If you open up the crates, Justin, that may allow more crates to go in. I just don't know. Maybe something for the Telegram group, the official Telegram. If you've got access to that. Yeah, that's probably where I'd go at the moment. If you're in the syndicate, you might be able to get help from one of the syndicates like Archie or somebody. Yeah, otherwise I'd probably hit up Jacob in the Telegram group or one of the mods there on that one. Interesting issue that you got there. Now, there are other big holders of crates. There is, you're probably on the page 1 there somewhere of crate holders. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Let us know. I was going to try that, open one and got a car. Pretty cool. That's a really good crate, by the way. Yeah, so well done on that one. All right, shall we get into it? Let's go into the Mafia. Woohoo! Ready, steady, go. All right, so there we go. Let's bring it in. And of course, here we are on PulseMafia. Now there's two, right? We've got Mafia on BNB, which we've been covering for the last 3 weeks or so. We've also got PulseMafia on Pulsechain, just launched yesterday. So we've got the 24-hour results on this right now. And it is really successful, as the title of the video says. I'm going to post the PulseMafia one. This is the one just launched. I'll be covering both mafias on both chains. It just makes a lot of sense. So because we're playing on both chains and earning on both chains and trying to win on both chains. So there we go. That is PulseMafia. If you're not familiar, check it out. You can get to our Discord if you've got any questions and ask away. Archie is our Don. He's the godfather for our family, and you can ask him, and maybe a few of the others might reply as well. All right, so that is the list. So here we are. Let's have a look at the results for the first day, because it pretty much launched about an hour ago yesterday. So we've got 171 players at the moment. This is early days. You watch, this number is going to climb quite a lot this week. So that's going to be fun to see. We've got 9 crime families at the moment, so that's really cool. I think we've added another crime family, maybe 2 crime families since yesterday. The vault at the moment is almost at 200 million pulse. That's pretty exciting, and this is 24 hours. And the words only just continue to spread. So pretty cool. You can see the leaderboard there at the top with a lot of the top players there. The top players are listed by worth. That's based on a lot of parameters in the game. And then, of course, they've got the amount of Mafia they've got staked. So a huge amount of Mafia is staked in the protocol. We're going to probably check that out too. So pretty cool. And we can see all the family logos next to each other, whether they're in the original gangsters or the syndicate, etc. Very, very cool. No one's got any rank at the moment. Everybody's a nobody because the game has not launched. We've got pre-launch phases, and we're in phase number 4. Has just been dropped today with the crates, and we're going to talk about that. So it's kind of cool. Let's have a quick zoom on the. Now, before we get into that, if you want to play, just go to the website, which I posted in the link there. And of course, you can play by yourself or play in a family. I do suggest getting in a family. Gives you lots of extra benefits. So like protection, access to possibly the vault money and stuff like that, depending on the Don. It's kind of cool. All right, so that's the link there. Now, all you have to do is connect your wallet up and click the Get Started button, and you'll be able to create your own player, and it will cost you 2,000 Mafia, which is pretty cheap. I don't know, is it $1 at the moment, $1.50? It will tell you how much it is. Not very much at all. A great way for everybody to get in and start playing and tell everybody, get viral, because it's a very easy entry to it. If you want to join a family, some of them will have fees to join. The syndicate fee, for example, is 100,000 Mafia, but other families won't have any fee to join. So that's kind of cool. There's some families might have an exit fee if you want to leave the family. Some may not have one. So just take that into account as well. But otherwise, it could be a lot of fun. So that is the play there on that. Let's go to the families. If you want to start up your own family, you can do that, but you will need 500,000 Mafia to do it. Just remember that. So if you want to start your own one, you can. 500,000 Mafia, and you can buy it on the market. The price is still very, very attractive to do things like that. Probably better to do it before the price sort of runs away a bit. Very, very cool. Now, we've got the families at the moment. The top one, the top 5 families get access to the vault. That's with the big money purse. And you can see the top one gets 30%. The bottom one gets 10%. The top family at the moment is the syndicate. And, of course, I am a member of the syndicate in the hierarchy of the syndicate family. And, of course, I'm not the Don. The Don is Archie. He's Capone there. And, of course, I am in there as well as the Capitus, the Conciliage. That is my role. There's also the third role in the hierarchy is the Capitusina. And then underneath those 3 is the Capos. We're going to look at that. So we've got the syndicate there at the moment. We've got the Salamancas there. I think that's a new team. Not sure yet. We've got the Mugnails, which is a team on BNB, also on Pulsechain. We've got the original Gangsters, also a team on BNB, also on Pulsechain. We've got a new family here, Gearheads with Giffordware. Now, I think this might be the big Pulsechain community member. Was it Crypto Kool-Aid? This may be Crypto Kool-Aid. I'm not sure, but definitely related to that sort of thing. So someone may have just used the name, but man, looks interesting. We'll see. We've got the Trump family, funnily enough. So someone's got some sense of humor there. We've got the Hustlers as well. And we've got the OG Sopranos, Escobars, which are related to the original Gangsters. We're going to have more families. We've got 15 families last time we saw it on BNB. We've now got 9 on Pulsechain, and I think it's just going to continue to grow. We almost will probably see some influencers potentially as well, setting up families also. So look out for that. All right, so that's kind of it at the moment. The vault at the moment is sitting pretty. almost up to 200 million in the first day. Not bad, right? $9,432 of Pulse. Isn't that awesome? And this is the first day, so this thing could get pretty big. The bigger it gets, the more people it's going to attract, and of course, some people will be able to earn an income off this game. And if they're playing BNB and Pulsechain, it could be pretty epic as well. I know some people that are going to try and do that, by the way, so that's going to be fun. And of course, that the tax man there with all the mafia is feeding that vault. So the tax man there on the right. Now, obviously, if you're going to buy Mafia, there is something you need to know. It does have taxes. So if you're trading, buying and selling Mafia, there's a 4.7% buy tax, which means you'll need a 5% slippage. And there's a 16.6% sell tax, which means you'll need a 20% slippage, right? So just take that into account. What can you do with your Mafia? You can speculate. So you don't even have to participate in the game. You can just speculate on the Mafia and watch the game and push the price up, arguably. Once again, not financial advice. We don't know the future, but that is what you could do. Number two, you can get the Mafia. You can play the game, and of course, you can participate. You could set up a family. You could pay a family fee. You could set up some players. And of course, you could also stake it, which you can see at the moment, a huge amount of Mafia is currently staked at the moment. And that is huge. You can see the top family there. The syndicate is already up to a whopping 76.9 million. Remember, there's only 1 billion Mafia in existence. 800 million was given to all the players. So that's a huge amount at stake so far across the families. And I think that's just going to continue to go up in the next day or two, and in particular, maybe in the weeks ahead, which is pretty cool. In fact, let's go to the Mafia at the moment. This is the Mafia price. Let me go to an hourly chart here. There's the hourly chart. And you can see that we had a big rally in the price here. No one knows what the average price is because the way that this is not like BNB Mafia where you can easily determine the price. This is made up of a whole different characteristics. If you had TRH assets or if you had Sacrifice for PUSD Algo or PulsePot, you would have received a airdrop. That's how the distribution was given for that 800 million. 100 million was for the team and 100 million for the LP. To give liquidity, and of course they sold the LP down from the TRH and other assets to move into this game, PulseMafia, which is its replacement, right? And at the moment you can see we got sold off all the way down here. Now I did note that we had a whale on number 7 whale yesterday selling some of its holdings, and I think it had 17 million. So that you've got to take into account whales exiting if they decide not to play or whatever. So there is different players. You got and we had a new whale coming in today as well. So a new whale last I saw was picking up 10 million plus. So we've got whales exiting, whales entering. It gives opportunity to people early on. This is only the first 24 hours, for goodness sake. We've already got whale movements happening. It's kind of cool. And now you can see the price is pumping up. We're now at 0.004,500. So we're up 28.5% at the moment, which is pretty cool because I believe that Pulsechain at the moment is, still consolidating there. So really nice to see opportunities happen here. This chart's looking pretty good, actually. As well. So lots of different things happening. Now, I want to go to the chart here. You can see the rockets. Give it a rocket there if you're on the chart. Let me post this in. This is the Pulsechain Mafia. Give it a rocket. Smash those rockets out because it's pretty important. So do definitely smash the rockets. Let's go in there. That is the chart for PulseMafia. And you can pick up Mafia token today before it really starts running away. Now, there is a cool feature, right? Because when the vault sells down the Mafia into the market, it takes the BNB and puts it into the vault, which means that if you're a new player, there's chances that you'll get a better entry price. Now, that's going to be only true as long as, until demand is greater than supply, right? And then the price is just going to go up. So you see what I'm saying? Hopefully that's clear. And that's a cool feature about the game, really. I like that a lot. So kind of cool at the moment. The liquidity at the moment is $78,000 on Pulsechain and 448,000 in market cap, which is really cool. And last night, when I checked, it actually passed the BNB market cap. We're going to check that out though when we a bit later after this. So that's kind of cool at the moment. All right, let's jump over to the news. Now we've covered the players, we've covered the families, we've covered the vault briefly, we've covered the Mafia page where all you got the contracts and everything. But we also have a game wiki that tells you what the game is. It's a huge game. Let's go quickly through this. We're not going through all the details. Now, there are 10 launch phases until the game actually launches. And, of course, we just got to level 4 on PulseMafia, and we're also at level 4 on BNB Mafia. But we've also got these tokens, Mafia token. We've got bullets and health. We haven't touched much about that. We've got all the games that you can have. You can rank up during the game, right? And go through all the different levels. You can start out. Everyone starts off as a nobody, and then you can go through the ranks all the way up through to a capo, bastone, and even a godfather if you happen to be a don of a family. Now, on top of that, there's all these currencies, all these different features. I'm not going to go through all those today, but all these things here about families, about users, about shops, markets, about the vaults, about in-game assets like businesses, which a lot of people were after, particularly families, because you can make an income off those, not just the vault, but you can make income off these different assets in the game. The business economy, of course, the game economy, the NFTs, and, of course, the different chains, BNB and Pulsechain. So it's a huge game, and you should get into it and start learning it up today because people could make some nice little gains out of that if they're successful at playing. So kind of cool. That's going to lead us into the crates. Crates level stage 4 in the launch. Remember, there's 10 phases. This is phase 4. The crates have in-game assets, and we're going to open up some of these games. How about that? Shall we do that? I've got a couple of crates in there, so we're going to open them up and have some fun with that, I think. May not open all of them up today because I'll probably, spread them out over the next couple of days, but it should be pretty good. Now, we've got a couple of questions here from Justin. Let's see what he's saying. Let's see here. Justin says, I'm still a little confused on how to join. I understand the fee, and I got no problem with paying 100K to Mafia. I would join a Discord, Justin, and ask Archie in the chat. Probably the best way to do that. Brendan says, Justin, you'll have to DM the Don to get the address to send 100K. Yeah, you'll have to ask, and you do need to apply. It's not automatic as well. And like I say, the syndicate is got certain rules. That's why it's so good. Why it's leading number 1. Gotcha. Thank you very much. We've got CC in the house there. What's the entry fee for us to join? It's 100,000 for the syndicate, but some other families don't have anything. So just remember that. So it's pros and cons. What else there? And all the fee that the syndicate has goes to the family. So it makes the family stronger. So it's not going to, to fund payments or anything like that. Arizona says, what is PulseMafia? Well, I've just gone through a lot of the Arizona, so hopefully you've picked up some of that. Now, I'm just not sure how it directly messaged the Don. So Archie Pelago in the Discord is the Don. He also has Telegram, but you don't have that, so it's probably best you just go through the Discord at the moment. Archie doesn't seem to be in the chat at the moment, so he can't give you the alternative link. We do have a joining Telegram link as well, but once again, Archie's not here for that. We've got Boss in the house there, Go Mafia. Absolutely, Boss, looking good. All right, should we open up some of these NFTs crates? And, of course, these crates have in-game assets. They're very valuable, and they're going to help you play and win the game, hopefully. So let's get into it. Let's open up one of these. Now, it will cost you a bit of pulse rate. Now, BNB is a cheap chain, but this is even cheaper, right, on Pulsechain. So we're going to open up some of these. Won't cost you much pulse at all. So we're going to open up one of these. It's a very cool animation. You guys are going to love it. And hopefully we have no issue there. Max fee looks all good. Going to prove access to, you're going to prove access to access your NFTs, but once again, it's the team that gave you them. So there's no worries there, right? If they gave it to you, they're not going to rug them off you, right? So there we go. Let's get in here. And so you're going to have 2 different forms. One to approve the NFT access, and the next one is to, I guess, open it up. So they're a fraction of a fee on Pulsechain, probably well less than a cent or something. So super cheap. All right, so that's going to open up. We're going to get the animation. I love this animation, and we've been playing with this animation on BNB chain, but we've also got it on the Pulse chain. It's the first crate I'm opening up on Pulse chain, the first one I've ever opened up on PulseMafia. So there we go. It's a bit of history for me. Let's get into it. Here it goes. TikTok. Now, on BNB Mafia, it's accessing Chainlink, right? But here it's accessing the PulsePot link, so that's pretty important. And so it's probably a little bit slower than accessing Chainlink. I've got a third transaction here as well, another contract interaction. So there's 3 little approvals you need to do to open up the contract, to open up the crate on PulseMafia. And it's so cheap on Pulsechain, ridiculous. Here we go. Look at that. Woohoo! Yeah, let's go. What are we going to get? Is it going to be something huge? Now, everything's going to be useful in the game, but one thing and the other. Hey, far out, a car? No way. That's a car. Now, who else said that they got a car? Was it Pulse? I think it was Justin said he got a car. Let's see what car I get. It's going to be crazy, man. Let's see. Let's go, go, go. Oh, not too bad. 75,000. That's a pretty good car. The red one there, I like it. That's pretty cool. In fact, I got one of those on B&B Mafia. How funny is that? So that is pretty cool. So a nice little car there. And Justin got a car as well. So that was hilarious that I got a car for the first crate to open up there. Does the community chat work on PulseMafia website? Yes, it does. It does, I believe. We've also got that. So the community chat is here. There's a little button here. You click that, and it's got the main chat. I think it works. So let's go. Welcome, and bam. Does that work? That show up? No, that doesn't show up. So maybe it's not accessing yet. Let's have a look there. No, can't see that accessing. So yeah, it didn't seem to go on the general one. So maybe that's not quite live yet. We'll check that out maybe tomorrow. So there we go. Good question though from Brennan. All right, let's open up another crate, shall we? Now, that crate that we opened up, the car's gone over here. Can you see that? So the car is here, and that car was worth 150 in wealth. So every asset's going to have a different wealth to it or worth in the game. So that $75,000 car, which you can see there, is worth 150. And of course, the more assets you have, the more wealthy and worthy you become. Now, you can actually transfer this. So if you knew a player, you could put the player's name and transfer it to a player. So maybe you're in the hierarchy of a family. You want to give it to someone further down, or in the mafia family. You could transfer them some assets so they can fight for you, defend you, and all sorts of stuff. As long as you have that trusting relationship, that's what you can do, and things like that. So kind of easy. Put the name in and just confirm. It will cost you a little fee, and you can send it to another player. Pretty cool, right? You can also do that to crates, right? You can get a crate, and you can send it to a player as well, and you can transfer it as well. So we're going to see a lot of that happen, I think, in the game. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, particularly if there's Mafia Wars, right? Mafia's Wars. Now, before I open up the next crate, I want to go through the official update for Stage 4, which is the crate opening. And you can see that price. Look at that price. Woohoo! Let's go. Is that another cup and handle forming? I don't know. Let's get into it. We've got the updates here for the PulseMafia. We've got OG crates. Update is now live. Launch phase 4 complete. So that's Jacob saying that. Thanks for Archie for posting this. This is intel that you get in the Discord. We're co-hosting the syndicate in our Discord, along with Archie, who's running it in the Telegram, along with some of our other leaders in the Mafia family. As I say, there's going to be many Mafia families out there. Some influencers will be setting up their own ones. We know Crypto Pride has. I think that Lick Gaines is looking to do it as well from My Life is Awesome. So who knows else? It's going to be fun. Now, all OG NFT holders have received 5 crates per 1 OG NFT. So you had a TRH OG from the TRH game. You would have got 5 free crates per 1 OG NFT there. So how can I get crates? If you didn't get any crates, NFTs, don't worry. You can purchase Mafia crates for $19.99. So that's how much they cost each, the same price on B&B Mafia. Purchasing crates helps build the vault up. So all the money that buys crates goes back into the game. And if you are successful, you win back that money, basically. That's how it works. You can purchase Mafia crates for $9.99. Very cool. Now, what can I get from a crate? You can get in-game currency. You can get cars, bullets, business objects. They are limited in supply. So you want to get those crates earlier than later so you can get access to that. Bodyguards, health, shop items, and Alpha credits. Alpha credits are where you want to automate players so that your players are getting stronger while you're sleeping, for example. They could be doing some smuggling, some sort of crimes while you're sleeping, sort of autopilot for your players, and you keep building up your strength that way. So it's kind of cool. All crates use a PulsePot RNG, so a random number generator integration to decide what your free gift is. Hitting the jackpot would be a bullet factory or casino. That's the top asset you could get from a crate. Is a bullet factory or casino. Very valuable and, of course, earns money. All crates are PRC 1155 standard. Okay, so that's very important there on the FT side. We've got new features. There's going to be item transfers. Bulk transfers will get enabled, so that's coming up. Weekly capo bullets is another update there. Family bullets is an update as well. Rework family and player worth calculation, that has happened. Profile inventory update. A family page business object owner list, that's there as well. We hope you enjoy this update. We put a lot of time and effort into making this. Please post cool videos, screenshots, and whatever you like to help us create marketing material go forward. So definitely do that on social media. So that is the big updates there. And of course, the price has gone up and away. So pretty cool. Now we're going to get into opening up some more. I just want to show you the type of prizes that you can get. You got cash prizes in the vault, in the crates. You got bullets in the crates. You're going to need bullets to kill people, and bullets are not cheap in game. There's health, of course. Health is very valuable. You're going to find that's worth a lot of money. So you're going to need that if you're getting attacked. We've got shop items, right, all the way from guns through to motorcycles, through the airplanes, the Douglas M3. We've got businesses, of course. Everyone's after the businesses. And the top ones there, you can see slot machine, roulettes, and bullet factories. Going to be pretty cool. Now, you can crush some of this stuff with bullets, too. You can, destroy, apparently, businesses for bullets. That'd be an interesting move. We've got bodyguards, of course. People need bodyguards, particularly if you're at the top of the family. We've got Johnny's at level 3, all the way to Frank's at level 10. We've got helper credits, of course. These will allow you to automate your players and move up the chain while you're sleeping, for example, or on holiday. We've got cars as well. Low cars there, 5,000, all the way up to $500,000 car. And of course, you need cars to transport. If you're going to go from city to city, you're going to need that, and maybe a plane to go to another place. And we're waiting for that. The next phase coming up or soon is going to be the map, the game map and market. So that's coming up in, I think, phase 5 and phase 6. So we're looking forward to that for pre-launch. All right, let's go and open up some more crates. Before we do that, though, let's see where else has jumped in here. Where else here? We got there's the link to the Discord if you're going to join up there, and you can ask your questions about Mafia as well. There's a Pulsechain Hex Discord, but we have a private chat for Mafia once you're accepted into the syndicate. What else there? Okay, I've got a few OG NFTs. Can I send them all to one profile? You can. You can transform them from wallet to wallet or profile to profile. All right. You can just hit them on there, and you can just go on there, put the name of your player. You have to make sure you have registered players on those wallets, though, as far as I can tell. I'm not sure if you can just post the wallet address in there. I think you do have to put a player name in there. So just remember that. So register your players first. It costs you 2,000 Mafia, right, for the players. Now, you can use the same. If you're on BNB Mafia, you can use the same wallet over on Pulsechain and just register again. All right, let's open up our second crate. We're going to open up a few, so we're going to spend a few minutes on this one before we move on as well. So this is our second crate we're opening. Let's see what we get. Are you excited? It could be fun. All right. Now, if someone wants to win a crate, I'm going to give away the crate here. So if you have got a player, I think just remember that if you got a player that you want to get a crate, you haven't got a crate, then put your player name in the chat there, and I'm going to give away one of these crates. So I think we're going to have the first person to put in a player's name to get a crate. I will send that to you. So go for gold. First one to put their name in there. We're going to do that. Big Kahuna says Biggie. So it looks like Big Kahuna got in there first. So well done, mate. Well done. I'll send you a crate. And we got Brennan came in second. So I'll take a note of these. So there we go. I'll take a note. Taking a Photoshop of that. So there we go. Yeah, Big Kahuna there. You're going to win that first one, but I might give out a second one as well. But the second one, I'm going to let you know. One of you guys will randomly possibly get it. So if you put your player's name in the chat there, you don't have to, of course, if you don't want to, but I'll send out a second one as a random winner. So Face of Powder, you're in the random chance of getting one as well. So kind of cool. Anyone else who's got a player, let us know. Oh, wow, a bulletproof vest, guys. We've got a bulletproof vest. That's very valuable, guys. That is very cool. Oh, wow, that is so good. Wow. I didn't even watch that because I was looking at the chat. But a bulletproof vest, that is, look at that. That's up here. That's pretty good. Oh, man, the worth there was what, about 250 for that? So I think it was 150 for the $75,000 car, and which is pretty good itself. I mean, the $75,000 car is down here, over here. And yeah, that the bulletproof vest is 400, so pretty cool. Nice, says Brent. Nice. All right, kind of cool. Yeah, if you've got a player, get in there, folks. If you want to have a random chance of getting a crate, let us know. All right, let's go do another one here. We're going to open up another crate, number 3, and let's see what else we get here. Gonna have some fun here today. We only got 2 names in there at the moment. Face of Powder. Let's go. Anyone else got a player's name? Get in there, folks, while you can. These crates are $20 each, so get on there. Yeah, get on it. Get on it. 413. We're going to get into that. You can buy a crate in a minute. We'll just go open up this 3rd crate, and you can check it out. Very, very cool. Waiting for that to go through. Let me just sorry, I got to open up these. I can't do 2 things at once, so I'm trying to. What happened there? Did I confirm that? All right. So remember, there's 3 little transactions. I think it is. 2. Now there's the first one. The first one you have 3 because you've got to give approval to all the crate NFT access. Then you should just have 2 approvals after that, right? And so let's go. Here we go, folks. Woo! Wish me luck, man. Now these are all important to play the game, right? So these are very important items. Business, come on! Oh no! The first business ever. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! This is huge. Come on! Come on! Give me something big. Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Come on! Oh my gosh! Come on! Come on! Come on! Is it Cash Crusher? Come on! Shop owner. That's okay. I'll take that. Wow! Wow! That's awesome. Wow, that's awesome. Man, get a business object. That is so cool. Fantastic. Wow, wow, wow. So that's kind of cool. What was that worth? Huge amount. So we had $400. That was worth $5,000. That shop owner, that shop was worth $5,000. Can you believe it? Wow, that's incredible. Incredible there. So, well, we were trying to get it on BNB Mafia, remember? We're opening up those crates. Never got one on BNB Mafia. But man, we just got it on a PulseMafia. Wow, that's exciting. CC says, I got me a level something bodyguard. What level? I don't know. A level 6 bodyguard gym. That's a very good ranking bodyguard. How is that? So a bodyguard there, a gym there. So right in the middle. That's pretty good. They're going to be very useful to have bodyguards in this game because if you're going to get hunted down, you want to have something to help that calculation. Apparently, I think there's something like 30 or more different parameters for a kill. If someone's trying to kill you, there's all these different parameters, and some of them might be 0. If you've got no bodyguard, then that bodyguard would be 0, for example. But if you've got bodyguards going to help protect you, give you a better chance of survival. So, yeah, that's a really good one to have. Brendan says, woohoo! Yeah, nice, exciting stuff. That was pretty exciting. I was clapping even, for goodness sake. I was clapping. Now, if you want to buy a crate, you can do that. If you didn't get an OG NFT and get crates delivered to you that way, you can buy a crate. And, of course, you can see the amount of crates here. So Pulse will cost you 410,000 Pulse at the moment to get a crate. That's $20 pretty much. PulseX, you can use that's 951,000 PulseX at the moment to buy a crate. Incentive tokens, 7.6 incentive tokens to buy a crate. And eDai, it will cost you about 20 eDai to get a crate at the moment. So there's the $20 basically. And that will get you 1 crate and a 1 chance of getting one of these in-game assets, right? And you just don't know what you're going to get. Now, the other thing is these will be tradable, folks, on the market. So, man, if you get something real good, you might buy it for $20, but you might sell it for $200. You know, I mean, that's the in-game marketplace for you. It could be crazy, crazy. Now, all the money that gets purchased, that using the purchase, goes into the vault, right? So it goes to the tax man here or directly into the vault. So remember that, and the vault is filling up. We just hit $9,500 in the vault. We've got another $250,000 Mafia to be sold into the BNB vault. And, of course, that's going to be sold into the market here. And, of course, the BNB is going to go straight back into the vault here. And it's a very clever game that way. And it's kind of cool. So very, very exciting for that. Now, the official Mafia here is on X. So if you haven't followed them on X, this is the official Mafia X that you can follow. I'd give them a follow. It's early days. So get in as one of the early supporters. And that is it there, PulseMafia.io. Now, there's also BNB Mafia as well on X as well, but that's the Pulsechain one since we're covering that today. We'll be covering both of them probably going forward in equal share. And you can see that they've been posting lots of cool posts here. They even had a live stream with Corey Costa. And, you know, Corey Costa there, a big YouTuber as well in the Pulsechain Hex space. And how many subscribers? He's got 11,000 subscribers. So we've had a number of influencers starting to cover this project, which is pretty good. And I'll give that a like. And, of course, that is it. He's actually got an interview coming up with Pulse with Jacob, so it's pretty cool. Yesterday, we saw Jacob, the founder of Mafia, also on My Life is Awesome or Lick Gains. He's got about 8,000 YouTube followers, and Corey Costa has got 11,000. So, yeah, really starting to gain traction with the influencers on PulseMafia. So excited to see where this will go. And I'm sure there'll be more influencers jumping on board, doing interviews and things like that. So a lot of fun happening here. So the word's getting out. So it's going to be pretty cool. You can follow this as well. Watch this. I'll post this in the chat there if you want to go watch this one. He also did one yesterday with Lick Gains. That's about half an hour into My Life is Awesome's live stream yesterday. But this is brand new. This has just come out. I think how many hours ago? 3 hours ago, folks. So you get the latest and greatest there from Jacob, the founder of Mafia. Pretty exciting. So get in and go listen to that. All right. That is with Corey Costa there. All right, so really exciting stuff there. All right, so that is looking good. Let's jump back here. Give them a follow, of course, hit the follow button at the top there, and give them, show some love. Get in the comments and leave a comment there. Great to be on board or something like that. Kind of cool. All right, so that is it on the updates. Let's go to the chart here. The chart looking pretty good, 4,600, 3 zeros, looking very cool. And of course, let's open up some more crates here on the old PulseMafia, looking pretty good. And I was going to say that we got Randy Alasky in the house. That's hilarious because Randy Alasky's got his account as PulseMafia, and he's had that for ages. So I was that's hilarious there, Randy. And thanks for the super sticker or super chat there. My PulseMafia account on Twitter is available for 10 billion Pulsechain. Yeah. Isn't it hilarious, Randy, that a game comes on to Pulsechain with the PulseMafia? Isn't that hilarious? I mean, I was laughing at that yesterday because I was looking for a PulseMafia account. I thought, they must have a new X account. And, of course, I came across yours, which I knew you had, PulseMafia. And, I was wondering what they were going to do about that. And there you are, PulseMafia. That was hilarious, dude. So it's so funny that you're coming in today. That makes it, that just is the cherry on the top. Hilarious. All right, so nice one there, Randy. My PulseMafia account on Twitter of over 10 billion Pulse. Nice one. All right, so let's get into it. We've got Alpa in the house there. Good to see you. I don't know. Alpa's coming in with some other tokens. Are we getting raided or something? I don't know. Yeah, nice one, says Brennan. Very cool. How is this a game, Drady? Well, these are what we're talking about at the moment is pre-launch, pre-stages. So there are 9 launch stages before it goes live. We're just currently up at stage 4. So they're rolling out parts of the protocol. And of course, by the time we get to stage 10, that's going to be the game goes live and people will be able to kill each other, basically. And of course, the fight over being the top family and earning all the money. So it's going to be pretty fun for that. Now, the money's pretty attractive. The vault here is going to continue to go up day after day after day. We've already got $9,600 in the first day, almost 200 million Pulse. And of course, it's going to go up and up and up and up. And on BNB pot already, this is up over $55,000. So it's going to continue to do that. The other thing is that 10% of this vault goes to the top 5 families every week, like pay. It's like a payday, like Taxman pays you. And of course, these 5 families will get a share of that. And so all the families are going to be fighting over it. And everyone's going to be joining families to fight over that. So it really is the ultimate carnage on Pulsechain. It's going to be so much fun to see this play out. And of course, some people are going to be trying to make an income every week from this. I already know some people are going to do that as well. So they're going to be playing this game a lot to get themselves rich and powerful because they'll be able to make a nice earning in crypto as well as having a good time, a lot of fun. But once again, if you get killed and you got liquid assets in your wallet, then you can lose them. But of course, there is other parts of the game there you should read up in the wiki as well to learn all about. All right, let's open up some more crates. Let's do that. And of course, let's go. Let's open up one more crate here. And I'm going to probably not open them all up today. We're going to open up different crates on different days, obviously, to have a bit of fun. But the earlier you open up a crate, maybe the better chance you have of getting a game asset. Let's see how we go. What are we going to get this time? It's going to be fun. Woohoo! We're 51 minutes on the hour, having a good time here. That's for sure. So nice. Actually, what is that thing over there? I see the new feature there. What is that? Oh, yeah, I've got it. Oh, that's new. I just put that there. That's on Randy Alasky's super sticker there. It gives you a chance to put a little heart next to it. That's kind of cool. And we can get a little thumbs up on it too. Really? I didn't know you had all those features on there. Kind of cool. Let's see here. Big Kahuna's in the house. Says, When you're buying Mafia, set a slippage of 5% if trying to buy Mafia. Tax goes to the vault. Yeah. So 5% of the you're going to have tax vault there. It's all on the site there. We've just gone through all of it. Some people just came in a little bit late there. We already covered a lot of the game aspects to it, but we might have another look at the phases so people understand what's going on. All right, here we are. It's going open now. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. What are we going to get, folks? What are we going to get? Bullets. We almost got another business. We're going to get some. This is very good. So this one here, I'm very happy about this. I'd love to get that plane, the Douglas M3, or an armored car. Let's see how we go so far. We did pretty well with the bulletproof vest. That's a very good item. Let's see how we go here. A Thompson machine gun. Oh, yeah! Yeah! Awesome. Now, you know, what's the ultimate weapon for a Mafia? A Thompson machine gun. Yes, please. That is so good. Oh, I'm so stoked about that. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. That is very cool. Now, it was only worth 24. That was only worth 24 in worth. That's crazy. That's such a good weapon. Anyway, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. I got a Tommy machine gun. I've been after that. Even it's not worth much, but it certainly is ranked up there. I got me a narcotic warehouse. No way, Mecca. That's awesome, CC. So narcotics warehouse. That's number 4 from the top. Man, that's got to be valuable, boy. That's got to, what, 7,000-8,000 on that one, is it? That is pretty valuable. So well done to you, narcotics warehouse. Man, that is, you are a true gangster with the narcotics warehouse, that's for sure. All right, let's open up. How many we opened up here? We've opened up 4. Let's open one more today. I'm going to open up more later in the week as we showcase this game because this is going to be so much fun on Pulsechain. Yeah, cool. Hey, Randy, I don't know if you're still watching, if you're still there, but hit up Jacob in B&B and talk to him about getting him on your show because that'd be really cool. It'd fit very well with your branding and of course playing the game as well. Maybe start your. I know you're probably busy, but maybe you could get involved with one of the gangster families as well, or something like that. Super gangsters, says Baguna. Yeah. I love that Tommy gun, man. I was after a Tommy gun. I can't believe we got one. That is so cool. Randy says yes, he did reach out to me. Nice one, Randy. Fantastic. Look forward to that. All right, so yeah, man, woohoo! Now, as you guys know, we've been talking about one of the chances is that we need. Jacob's one of the best devs on the planet in terms of DeFi and GameFi. Peer-to-peer on the blockchain. He is a master of it. And of course, we're looking for killer apps, right? Killer apps on the blockchain. And so you've got to build something, you've got to try something and see whether you can make killer apps that people really start to spread around. Whether it becomes a moderate success or a big success, whatever, you've got to try. And of course, he's really working at the frontier. So I'm excited about where Mafia could go and attract a lot of attention. So it really is cool. Certainly a big part of the mix of the different type of applications that you want on a blockchain like Pulsechain, which is super fast and super cheap. And that's going to become more obvious as we enter the bull market, where Ethereum and other chains go back to being expensive, right? They might be only 6 or 7 grand at the moment, but when they go back up to some ridiculous, when we get to the top of the bull market, it's going to be insane. Even with the upgrades to second layer stuff like proto-dank sharding and impacts like that. So we do see some perverse outcomes on there as well on second layer protocols. So it's going to be really cool for Pulsechain. And as we wait for the magic carp ride as well. So good times. All right, I think I'm supposed to hit something here. I think I might have got stuck. Yeah, I'm supposed to confirm something. That's why it's spinning around. All right, let's see how we go. I'll go and open up another one here. This is a 5th crate, so I'm going to leave more for tomorrow. We're going to open up more crates tomorrow, and I will choose a random player there. I think at the moment I've only got Brennan in the house. So if you've got a player on Mafia, let us know in the chat there. Put your name in. We'll do a random giveaway. I'll choose one of those with a random giveaway. We've got some bullets. We're going to need some bullets. Bullets will not be that cheap in the game, apparently. So getting some bullets here is very important. We've got our Tommy gun. We just got a Tommy gun. We've got a car, a Tommy gun. Man, we're going to be able to travel to city and wipe some people out. That's pretty much what we're going to do there. Now, I am a concierge in the syndicate. So there will be a lot of people trying to kill me, right? So there we go. We've got 500 bullets. That's pretty good. We're going to need those for battle. So that's kind of cool. So 500 bullets there. That was worth about 50, wasn't it? That was worth about 50 in worth on the old worth calculator there. And of course, the shop there was 5,000. So it was a big part of that worth that we got there at the moment. So kind of cool. Now we've got more crates. We're going to open up on another day. But that is what launched today. That was the upgrade. along with a lot of other features. Are very, very exciting. So just to round up here, we've got the players. You can make a player, get started, hook up a number of wallets. You can have multiple accounts and set up multiple players. They cost you 2,000 Mafia each, about $1 something maybe. And of course, that is that. You can join a family. There are different families. Now, the way to join a family, you could go into our Discord and join up with the syndicate, or you could go onto the official Telegrams and try and join up to some of these other families as well. They'll all have different rules and, of course, different benefits. The other thing is if you go into the syndicate, for example, this is the syndicate setup. And, of course, you can see the top families here. We got the Capone, Knuckles, and Scarface. Now, Scarface is me, of course, at the moment. So that's me. And, of course, you've got all the different capos there. They're the next level. They're like the front tough guys. They run the gangs and the streets. So you've got Wookie the Blade, Face of the Powder, Siphon, Dolly. And, of course, there can be 5 of different teams there. And everybody goes underneath them. We've got the promotion money. We've got the business objects. And, of course, this is what makes a family powerful as well, having lots of these business objects here. And then, of course, we've got all the players list here down here as well. So kind of cool. Very exciting. And it's going to continue to get bigger. I'm just trying to see whether my whether my one's showing up here. Scarface here. There's my shop. Look, that's in the business assets there. Very, very cool. I can see the Narcotics warehouse is $8,000 worth. And, of course, looking good. Booze warehouse, $8,000 as well. Kind of cool. So very, very nice there. You can see everybody's got their staked Mafia. That is earning them in-game currency. $77 million in the syndicate. A very powerful family. And, of course, it's good to be in there as well. We got crates, of course. This game went live today, so you can buy those $20 each. You can use different currencies to buy them if you didn't get them in the airdrop for the OG NFTs. And, of course, we've got the game wiki. We are currently just had game level 4. So we just had the OG crates. Next coming up is stage 5. That's going to be NFT Marketplace. Then stage 6 is going to be the Mafia map. We're looking forward to the Mafia map because it's going to be really key with the different cities, different countries. We've got the communication phase 7, marketing phase 8. So we're still well early before the marketing really kicks off. We already see that some YouTubers are already covering it, like Corey Costa, like Crypto Pride, like Lit Gains or My Life is Awesome. So very, very cool. And I know that there'll be more influencers covering this as well. Could Mafia or PulseMafia be the killer app on Pulsechain? It certainly might play a big role, attracting a lot of people to Pulsechain to play. It's going to be a lot of fun to see that play out. Maybe like Axie Infinity or something like that. Could be. We will see. Certainly starting off very well, right? We got vault requirements there at number 9, and then number 10, launch phase. So there we are, building up, and looking forward to that. All right, let's jump into it. We're going to talk about a few more details tomorrow, but that's pretty much it at the moment. Let's jump away from that. The price at the moment looking pretty good, 4,600, a nice 34% gain at the moment. So that is ticking away as well. Now we're going to get into Pulsechain update. This is our final topic today, this and Hex. So we're going to do Pulsechain update and this. Let me just get one more thing here. Brandon says Randy could get his Patreon involved. No permissions is his, I think you're talking about no permissions. All right, let's get into it. Let me see where I'm up here. All right, so Pulsechain updates. Richard Hart posted this in the last 24 hours. He says, get hacked for $20 million, turn it off. So all these, chains, second layer chains in particular, getting hacked or stopping their chain. Of course, not on Pulsechain, right? Layer 1, full system state fork of Ethereum, all upgradable. So super awesome. Richard says, turns it back on, gets hacked for another 4 million. Hex, Pulsechain, Incentive have all operated flawlessly since launch, and Hex is even 4.5 years old now. So that's from Richard there after another hack there that he's highlighted there. So, just keeps ticking away there. We got Huddle Dog in there. Actually says turning it off and on again did not do the trick. yeah. Sometimes it's supposed to do the trick, right? Turning it off and on. So that's from Richard, and a good lead into the results today for day 399. Can you believe it? We've just started day 400. But we've just finished day 399 for Pulsechain. We've got the price here at quadruple 0487, down 2% at 49% of the mean sacrifice price. We've got Pulsex at the moment at quadruple 021, down 2.3% at the moment. At 21% of the mean sacrifice price, so potential upside is huge. We've got the buy and burn at the moment at 894.6 billion. PulseX has been bought up and burned. We're almost at 900 billion. We've got 4.42% of the public supply gone forever. It is part of the superior tokenomics of the PulseX Pulsechain setup on the blockchain. Remember, it is immutable. Like we've got people around the world validating this. It's pretty awesome. We don't have these second layer problems, stopping and turning on. That's not decentralized, right? That people can stop the chain and things. We've got incentive token there, $2.63, down 2%. The ratio of incentive token is awesome, 54,000. The emissions at the moment, we got 34,366,000 incentive tokens in existence. They're created from the PulseX V1 farms, and that's ticking away pretty nicely there. Hex at the moment is a bargain right now, down 5% at 5800th of a penny. Wow. I think we're back down to almost all-time lows there on the Pulsechain. 1400th of a penny for a EHEX, and the combined price of EHEX and PX at 7200th of a penny. So a real steal at the moment on the old Hex there. And let's jump into the overall charts for day 399. We can see here on the weekly, the RSI still running along the bottom range here at 34. And of course, we're still holding up this key crucial range of 4,600 here, 4,700 here as well. This used to be resistance back in October. It used to be support back in December, and it's now also trying to find support here in June. So, but we're very optimistic about the months ahead, barring September. And of course, we've also got the court case in October with Richard. So that's going to be interesting to see whether we get a run up into that with the rest of the market that we're expecting, or we have to wait till after October. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out as well. We did see some money come across, was it 2 days ago, and buy up incentive token. So it's a good idea to keep an eye on the pulse alerts for capital inflowing into the chain as well. And incentive token seems to be a bit of a target for that. I think PulseX and of course is looking pretty good as well. So let's go to the weekly on PulseX here. Still holding up our upward support line. That's why I think PulseX and incentive looking very, very good, and it makes me feel very bullish. And of course, here we are with this as well. We were down 37 on the RSI on the weekly, and yeah, just ticking away there as well. Let's look at the daily as well on this one. Daily here also looking pretty good. RSI 44, so lots of room to move here as well. Once we get the yellow line crossing the blue line on the daily, very bullish cross. That would be very cool. That's the 13-day over the 34-day. And of course, that would be a very bullish sign, and we're holding up that uptrend. So we're still just in that maybe that last moment of accumulation before we get a bit of a move to the upside. So far, holding up pretty well. Now, that's the bullish side scenario. Of course, if we do break down here, we could see a drift all the way down, maybe down to 1,400, 1,500 again before we bounce off again. So just take that into account. That we're playing probability here, and that kind of looks more bullish probability at the moment. Still accumulating here. Incentive token is looking real good. I mean, look at this chart. Look at that ratio to Pulse. That is looking so solid. Once Pulse decides to go back up, this thing's going to really run away, especially after it passes 71,000. Man, how high could an incentive token go? That could be crazy. $2.63 now. Could it go up to run to $20 or something? It's going to be fun to see that. Let's see here. So we've got Hex, of course, at the moment. Man, this is just a steal right now. We're testing all the way back to August on the price chart. Let's go to the weekly here on the old Pulsechain. And look at this. We're testing all the way back to August 23. Insane. And, of course, what a volume of Hex you can pick up at the moment for the potential upside. Anything under this orange line, 1 cent, super, super good value. And at the moment, we're here at 37 on the outside and just waiting for Pulsechain and all that to flick back up. PulseX and lead us back up here. Now, the only difference would be if the Magic Carpet Ride decide to focus on Hex rather than an incentive token. That'd be pretty interesting, or even PulseX itself. So, yeah, we'll be watching out for those moves as well. EHEX at the moment is at 1,400 penny. That's just holding pretty steady at the moment at the bottom of the range. Also, a nice little accumulation there. All right, let's go to the gas prices. We've had really low gas prices lately, a bit higher today. In fact, probably about twice as high as yesterday, 292,000 beats. Half a penny for a PulseX swap, 300th of a penny for a Pulsecoin transfer, 900th of a penny for a PRC tune transfer. Like I say, super cheap on Pulsechain. However, on Ethereum at the moment, it's 3 Gwei. But once we get the pump on, folks, the Ethereum ETFs, the Bitcoin ETFs, everyone picking us up, maybe as soon as late June or July, man, we could really see this all turn around very, very fast. And of course, at the moment, we're still 737 times cheaper than Ethereum, even with Ethereum at 3 Gwei. That's pretty insane. Now, the swap price here at the moment, $3.74 up to for Uniswap, but only half a penny on PulseX. Pretty cool. we're 9,600 times cheaper than Bitcoin. And of course, if you guys know, if you're buying runes and things like that, Bitcoin's a very different beast from trading because you got 10-minute block times to 20-minute, maybe 30-minute block times for doing transactions. Are pretty crazy if you're using DEXs. If you're on centralized exchanges, not so bad, but you take on, custodial risk there, don't you? Validators, let's look at the validators. 48,036 validators, 1.56 trillion pulses staked with validators. Now is the perfect time if you want to become a validator. The price of pulse is so cheap. And of course, you can pick 32 million pulse up very cheaply and start validating today. Check out David Fedder's validator store. They are dominating the validator supply at the moment. 70% of active validators going through them. And of course, they passed 1 million validator blocks as well. So big shout out to David Fedder there. What else? Well, let's go to the bridge. Have a look at that. 105 million. So a little bit lower than yesterday. I think we were about 105.3 or something like that yesterday. So a little bit lower on the bottom of the range here at 105. We've still got 31 million DAI on the bridge. 26.1 million ETH. That's gone down a little bit, of course, but probably rebound a bit from yesterday. What else is looking interesting? EHEX, of course, is down on the low end, so that's 8.8 million as well. It's kind of the odd man out is the old EHEX in this list, but there we go. And what else have we got going there? USDL. So look at some of the native coins. USDL at the moment, 14 million. PXDC, that is 2.3 million. HexDC 1.46 million, and Coast at 4 million. We're still waiting for Coast to come back online. It's supposed to be pretty soon, so we'll try and get an update on that some stage. Got to be pretty close. That is it. So we've just started day 400, folks, on Pulsechain. Day 400. Woohoo! We're gonna have a bit of a party tomorrow, I think. What do you guys reckon? Have a bit of a party on the 400. All right. Randy says, not sure, Brennan. Getting jaded with everyone is trying to get our eyeballs. Yeah, you're popular. You're popular, Randy. What else we got there? Brennan says, fair enough, Randy. Understandable. Hey, about that. All right. Right. That is Dave. That's 400. Let's jump over to where we're going. We're going here. We're going to move on to the rest of the markets. Let's go to the Hex derivatives. We can see here Hex derivatives at the moment. In anything green, everything's red. So we're going to move on from Hex derivatives at the moment. We'll just wait to obviously everything to turn around. We're going to go to stable coins. What's happening here? Your LUSD, which got completely sold off. I think it's burned. Was it burned 5% of supply now? That has bounced yesterday. They did post another burning. So that's bounced from 6 zeros 1,000 to 6 zeros 1,400. So yeah, it didn't completely erase all its gains. So we'll be watching this one, see how it goes. If they do keep that burning up, they may be able to get that staircasing back up. So we'll try and keep an update on that there as well. I think they got an X account. Let's quickly look at that. What I got here, I think they did have a burn in here somewhere. Was it? Are we having fun yet? Yeah, burn 2.5%, burn 3.4% there. Once again, do the due diligence, but that does seem to be what they're doing over there. What else? The PDI, how's PDI going? PDI at 4,600 with a penny, so that has come back a little bit, down 2.2%. And everyone's waiting for that to try and have another go at the 1 cent mark, right? And we can see that it's still in the play to do that. There's nothing changed with that. A bit of a U here to get there, but that's the orange line for 1 cent. Once it makes 1 cent, it's going to get a bit of FOMO, a bit of craziness. We're watching to see whether it tries to go for the 10 cent. Now that's it's much easier to climb, but as we see in Hex, can take a while. But maybe it's going to be a bit faster for PDI. We'll see. I think that's it at the moment on those. Let's go to the influencer coins. In effect, let's have a look here on the influencer coins. We got no token for Randy is up there. The top liquidity at the moment, 496,000. Let's go by yield. At the moment, crypto bestie. It's not even on Pulsechain. Fashion Coder should have launched it on Pulsechain. Maybe she's going to do that anyway. But it's up 6.6%. That's on Solana. But I thought I'd add it to the mix anyway because we were covering influencer coins. As I said to you, someone put on X a long time ago. They put on this thing says, I bet you 2/3 of Pulsechain Hex influencers, just because of where the market was going on Pulsechain, would be launching their own influencer coins, and we've pretty much seen that happen, which is pretty awesome. Now, obviously, that had a big rise there on Solana. Therefore, Bestie token from Fashion Coder came all the way back down here to 5,075,000. Almost about to lose a zero there, but got rejected. Is currently at what is it? This is on the 4-hourly charts, by the way. 9,339 there, so a little bit of a comeback there for the old Bestie. Liquidity back to 10,000, so way off its high. Obviously, when it was back up here at 3 zeros, so it lost 2 zeros for goodness sake, all the way down there. So yeah, not it's hard, right? It's hard not to, depending on your design, to launch tokens and manage their value. You don't do so much, right? Market decides. Yeah, I don't know how the allocation was done or anything like that. So that's the other thing. Bromance there from Ben Armstrong. That's up 1.5%. We've got more there from Trayvon, down 2%. I haven't seen a recent stream from him. Is he still streaming? I'm not sure. We've got Ben there from Ben Armstrong, V1. That's the copy on Pulsechain. That's down 2.7%. Access Alive down 2.8% at 14,800. Paul Pleb from Hexy Bastard down 3%. Maddie Allens is down at 1.44 at $1.44, sorry, down 3.3%. Steve Hitson there is Scuba Steve, down 4%. Nope token there from Randy Alaski at 3,400th of a penny, down almost 5% there. And Solid X there from, I think, Randy's whale friend. I'm not sure if he has a name, so sorry about that. I just call him Randy's whale friend. $32.68, down 5.6% there at the moment. So once again, overall Pulsechain is kind of down, so it's not surprising there. Let's have a look at the overall for Pulsechain as we move on to Hex. Let's see here. We've got, I'm sitting on trending, of course. We've got 12.2 million in volume. So that's low for a weekday, folks. We've had low volume for a weekday. Obviously, the prices are down as well. But yeah, we would like to get back to that $25 to $40 million range for weekdays. And, maybe 10 to 20 on a weekend, maybe 10 to 15 on a weekend. We're at 12.2 million at the moment. Transactions particularly low as well. Closing out the week, 234,000. I'd like to have that at least over 300,000 or so, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. We've got some of the key outperformance here. We've got some new token called Chirizard. That is up 131,000%. We're going to miss that one there. We've covered AlgoUSD. That is up 30% or so. Orange Man good up there. This is on trending. Of course, you can change the different categories that you've got, but those are the ones that are kind of trending at the moment. 9MM, so one of the utility tokens, our second biggest DEX at the moment, which is currently doing 1.4 million in volume versus 9inch doing 480,000 in volume. PulseX doing, of course, 9.8 million there at the moment. What else is looking interesting there? Reptilian Dollar. Now, this launched yesterday as well, right? Was it yesterday? No, 2 days ago, was it? Let's see, how many days? 4 days? Yeah, 4 days. Okay. Just 3 days, but just started a new day from the looks of it. So that's at 8,300th of a penny at the moment, up 18%. So a little bit of a comeback there after a bit of volatility, but not look too bad actually at the moment. Reptilian, and of course that's related to the P-Reptilian project, the DAO project. We've got APC in at the moment, Ape and Pulse. That's up 7.7%. Haven't really looked at that one. We've got time dividend from what's the wallet called? Internet Money Wallet. Time dividend, that is up 4%. So we actually have some utilities in here, for goodness sake. Thank goodness for that. We've got at least we've got Love.io. It's a project, and we've got time dividend there as well, etching out on the trending. So there we go. All right. Yeah, we've got different categories. You can click on top gainers, new peers, for example. That's on new peers at the moment. These are the new peers that's on the list. You can check some of those out. Very small liquidity peers for some of these, but lots of different categories you can just switch between to check out what's on Pulsechain. All right, that leads us into Hex. Hex at the moment, day 16, 656, and the payout per T-share on Hex is on Ethereum 7.193, just slightly up from the previous day. The T-shares at the moment down 500, sitting at 9.1 million T-shares on Ethereum at the moment, and of course the payouts there. Pretty modest penalties, 268,000. So we've got 65.5 million Hex in the pool. What else have we got going there? Liquid holders up slightly. Miners down 8, sitting at 117,600, let's say. Miners on the old Ethereum. Pulsechain, we're always a day behind, right? On the data comes out a day behind. So it will probably come out in the next half an hour or so. But we got yesterday's data, which would have been day 398. And we've got the payout there, 7.066 Hex per T-share. As well. T-shares down slightly the last couple of days, sitting just below 9.4 million T-shares. And the penalties have been very nice on Pulsechain, 1.9 million. So people are earning nice little extra dividends there at 66.2 million Hex in the payout pool or reward pool. Liquid holders up 45, and the miners up 2, sitting 123,741 miners, about 4,000 difference to what we see on Ethereum there at the moment. And of course, today's results for day 399 not out yet. Probably come out, like say, in the next half hour or so. that is it. Hex.com. Check it out. Links in the video description. Start mining Hex on Pulsechain and Ethereum today. Obviously, Pulsechain being the magic carpet ride chain. That is how we rock and roll. Man, what a day. An hour and 16. We're almost back to full shows again. We're almost back to full shows. Can you believe it? What else there? We got the property review in house there. Great show and coverage today. I appreciate that property review. And that's a nice way to finish up the show. But looking good. Now, I hope you guys have enjoyed today's content. A special thanks to Randy Alaski, another amazing influence out there for Pulsechain Hex and many other projects. Big shout out to you for the super sticker there. And look forward to seeing your show with Jacob. That'd be epic. What else we got going there? We got something else I was going to say. We got the PulseMafia. If you want to join up, get a player. Only 2,000 Mafia. Super cheap to get into play. And of course, if you want to join a syndicate, hunt down the syndicates. The Mafia families. If you want to buy Mafia super early, that is it there. 5% slippage on the buy, 20% slippage on the sell. Remember the taxes there on the website. That is the place to buy it and get in on early. All right. What else did we cover? Yep, we covered Bitcoin runes. If you want to pick up the dog, I'm really backing that to be the number one meme coin this cycle. And of course, on Bitcoin, you always want to get those. If you can get just one of those half a dozen that does the super stuff that makes you can either do two strategies, right? You go X's on X's, or you have to, which means multiple protocols, or you can have a bit of a diversified portfolio of that. And that's the X's on X's. And of course, you can do the other one. If you manage to find those top half a dozen, like Hex was in the last bull market, then we think Dog is going to be there on the Bitcoin for the first time. Have meme coin bull season on Bitcoin seems mad. Seems just the obvious play there. It's going to be a lot of fun. Brennan says, do I get a crate lot? Well, I think you do, because you're the only one that put up a name. You're the only one that put up a name, Brennan. So I think you're going to win that other crate. So congratulations to you. Just don't tell Wookie, because he might get upset. All right, take care, everybody. Let's play out some cool stuff on the way out. I think we're going to play the Magic Carpet Ride video from Richard Hart. You guys know I love it. So let's go here. Take care, everybody, and bye for now. Catch you on tomorrow's live stream. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo, as we say. Woo-hoo-hoo. All right, bye.
In theory, if someone were a billionaire and they had like all this money, why wouldn't they just buy more of the thing they liked instead of dumping the thing they liked? Like if Bezos bought shares in Amazon, would you be pissed off? If Apple does a stock buyback and they buy more of their own shares in their company back from the public, which is a way to turn earnings into yield for the shareholders, do you get mad and yell at Apple? And so we had to come up with a word for this fan fiction fantasy, which is the opposite of a rug pull, called a magic carpet ride. And so if you're worried about risk of a rug pull, what weighted value have you given the risk of a magic carpet ride? And it's just hilarious to me.